peoples, what is going on? How's everybody doing, guys? Why am I yelling? Why am I yelling? I don't know, probably because the last guy I picked up came into my car yelling. Not at him, or not at me, but he was yelling at his family. Or actually, he was venting to me how mad he was because someone ate all his tuna fish. He made tuna fish sandwiches, or he made tuna fish to make sandwiches to take to work. And when he got home from Ross, he said all his tuna fish was gone. And so yeah, I asked him, hey man, how you doing? Whatever you want to. First he was like, fine, I'm fine. He's like, you know what? No, fuck that. Man, he was throwing the F-bombs left and right like he was handing out candy. But anyways, guys, how's everybody been doing, man? I haven't posted a video in quite some time. And let me show you something, guys. Let me show you something. See this? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Is that better? Is that better? There we go. Now you guys can see my ugly mug. Sorry for the angle, guys, but no, I'm not in a Tesla. No, I'm not in a spaceship. I'm in a Pulsar 2, 2023. But for how long? How long, guys? How long am I going to be in this nightmare? Nightmare, guys. Thinking. Okay, let me get back up, guys. Let me back up. I've been in this vehicle doing rideshare. This vehicle, tomorrow, mañana, Thursday, March 21st, tomorrow, will be 2 weeks. I've been in this Uber / Hertz / rideshare / everything's going to be easy / did it stop? Oh, it didn't stop recording. Okay, I'm still recording. Man, now let me back up, guys. Let me back up. All right, the car's awesome. Okay, it's a 23 Pulsar 2. All right, the amenities are somewhat great. All right, you can use comfort, but only on the passenger side, because you have to have the front seat all the way to the front to give them leg room back there. I'm 6'1", okay? And I'm not going to be all up on the steering wheel just for another person behind me can have leg room. I mean, I will, don't get me wrong, okay? But I'm not used to it, okay? I'm used to having my legs stretched out and stuff like that, so. But yeah, so whoever said that this car, okay, can be used as a comfort for legroom, well, it's somewhat right, okay, but that's if they're traveling by themselves. All right. Now I get a lot of compliments on this car, okay. I get a lot of compliments on this car. In fact, I'll show you guys here in a minute. But anyways, let me start from the beginning, guys. Let me start from the beginning, okay. Now you guys know, or some of you guys know, that I've been in the market for a new car because I don't want to keep on adding wear and tear to my GMC Yukon, right? I don't want to keep on adding wear and tear to my GMC Yukon. So I was looking around, you know, a Lexus, a BMW, a Infiniti TL, you know, but I didn't want to lose all my preferences, okay? My XL, my comfort, you know, things to that, right? Things to that nature. I didn't want to lose all that stuff. So, you know, I was like, you know what? Well, that's kind of be out of the books, because if I get some of those cars, it's just going to go ahead and put me down as just a standard Uber X / share, pet, connect. Basically, that's it. Okay, I was going to lose all my goodies, so to speak. Okay. So then I was like, well, you know what? Even if I do get a car, I'm still going to be adding wear and tear and losing value of my own personal car. All right. So let me go ahead and so I started looking in on the rental side. Okay, the rental side. And I know some of you guys are probably saying, why, Anthony? Why? Well, this is why. The process is real easy. Okay, comes with maintenance, comes with the insurance. All right, the process is real easy, guys. The process is real easy. Okay, now I was like, well, you know what? My daughter has an electric. My sister has an electric. Okay, and I liked all the perks that it came with it. Right, Uber Green, Uber Electric, Uber Comfort, to a certain extent. So yeah, I was just like, well, let me show you guys exactly. Let me show you guys what my electric comes with, the amenities. Come on, wake up. Wake up. Okay, this is what I have, guys, for the Pulsar. Comfort, Connect, which I hardly ever do. I've never done it, actually, to be honest with you. Uber Green, Uber X, and Share, and then Comfort Electric, okay? All right? So, check this out, okay? Now, if I switch it over to my personal vehicle, don't look at my license plates, okay? Come on, guys. Mind your own business. This is my GMC. Comfort, Connect, 50 Plus, Uber Pet, Uber X and Share, and Uber XL, okay? So I lose some, but gain a little bit, right? But honestly, guys, honestly, with the capital H, honestly, okay? My wife, she's probably home. I've only done, out of the numerous rides that I've done so far, hold on. Jolie sounds good. She's asking me what's for dinner. She wants to make chili. I've only done one green. That's it, just one green. Okay. I've done Comforts. I've done Uber X, obviously. But I can give you the list of all my rides since I've been in this vehicle. Okay. Since I've been in this vehicle, and I'll tell you straight up, I've only had one Uber Green. Okay, that's it, Uber Green. The rest of them have been Comfort and Electric. Comfort and X. So yeah, guys, and I've been around the airports. I've done this. I've even gone downtown to where the artsy place are going to be more selective on their on choices and stuff like that. I basically almost say, I want to say I've done it all so far to weigh out the differences. So let me start from the beginning, guys. The process, as you guys can tell, you go to your account. You go to where it has your car listed, and you open it up, and it'll say add a vehicle or rental options or something along that line, right? You tap on rental options, and you see all the selections. All right. Go to Uber Hertz, and decide where you want. Okay. Now it'll say on there, guys. It'll say on there the 290 or 260 or the 330, whatever car you want, right? Plus the $200 for the deposit, one-time deposit. Well, kick that out to the side. Kick that out the window. They don't require anymore a deposit. So basically, whatever it is plus the taxes. All right. So my thing was $349. Walk out the door. Okay, it was $290 plus the taxes, and the little add-on fees, administration fees, whatever you want to call it. $349. That's it. Not no $349 plus the $200. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get that. All right, and they also took out the thing to where you can't take out. Okay, you can't withdraw or deposit into your own bank account until you meet the required minimum, all right, of what your bill's going to be. Okay, they took that out. So basically, say you pay your bill for that following week, all right, because you're paying your bill for the week that's about to come up. Okay. From what I heard in the past was like say you make $50, all right, and you want to deposit it into your bank account or whatever you want to call it, all right, it won't allow you. because you haven't met the required minimum of what your bill is going to be. Okay, now you can. All right, now you can. So with that being said, is they threw out the window the $200 deposit, and they threw out the guideline to where you can't deposit any money until you meet your weekly minimum payment. That is, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Okay, but you do have to have at least 30 rides under your belt to keep the agreement, okay, in working order. Okay, so you have to pay your fee, and it goes whatever week comes up, okay, and or whatever day it comes up, right? Mine are on Thursday at 2:00. Okay, that is when my bill takes an effect. All right. So with that being said, guys, my term is over tomorrow at 2:00, Thursday. Okay, I'm turning this sucker in. Okay, I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it. It's a nice car. I get a lot of compliments on it. Hauls ass. You know, the torque is awesome. The amenities are great. Okay. One thing also, guys, one thing to understand is, you know, this particular car, okay, very limited on charging ports. And when you do have a charging port, it's a USB class C. Okay. Not no cigarette lighter, no nothing. All right. So for those who want to run dash cams and this and that back and forth, make sure you get ready to accommodate those adapters, because this only requires USB-C charging ports. All right, not no standard USB or whatever you want to call it. All right, it's going to require for you to go ahead and use adapters. So, well, the process is easy. Okay, you go into the app, you reserve your car. It'll tell you which one do you want to go. Here in Houston, guys, we have 3 locations. We have Sugar Land, we have Texas City, or actually League City, and then we have Baytown. Okay, I got mine out of Baytown because I was told the type of car that I wanted is at that location. All right, now Uber will send you a voucher for $40, $40, guys, $40 to use, so you can get a ride from your location over to the Hertz location. All right, wherever you want to be picked up. I was picked up on my wife's job because I took her the truck. Okay, and then from there, the guy picked me up, and then we headed over to the Hertz, and they dropped me off. All right. The only downside to that is tomorrow when I turn in this card, I'm gonna have to take an Uber home out of my own pocket. Okay. So that being said, guys, in order to get that voucher, you have to have a Uber passenger account. Okay, which is really easy, guys. Really easy to set up. You know, it's really easy to set up. Okay, because they need to send that voucher somewhere. Okay, you just can't say, okay, yeah, give me some money. You have to have a profile. You have to have an Uber passenger account. All right. What our passengers use, we need one of those profiles. So if you don't have one, you have to get one. All right. So you get there. My process was so simple, guys. I was in there probably 15 minutes, if that. Walked in, told them who I was. They asked me which one I wanted. I told them I wanted the Pulsar. They're like, good. That's the only thing we have. They asked me what color I wanted. I told them whichever one is ready to go. They had a white one, but it had a dent. Looked like someone kissed them in the back. And then the black one was like the rims were kind of scuffed up. So then this one right here is kind of like a steel slate gray or whatever you want to call it, you know, which is a nice color car. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice color car. All right. Right now I'm charging, guys. Right now I'm charging. Second time today. I'm going to get to that. So with that being said, guys, so yeah, in fact, I need to plug this in before you guys go away from me. Okay. So with that being said, guys, the process is real easy. All right. You give them your driver's license, you know, they start tapping everything, blah, 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 back and forth. You know, they handle everything, guys. They handle everything. Okay. They will ask you, do you want to go ahead and get the additional insurance? Basically, if anything happens, as in like the windshield, stuff like that, back and forth, you know. And I opt out, guys. I opt out because it's almost $20 a day. $20 a day. Okay. Now you are taking a chance that something might happen. Okay. But if you opt out, you have to have insurance yourself. But you know what? You already have insurance, right? Because we're already doing rideshare. All right. We're already doing rideshare. All right. But they will ask to see that card. Okay. Or at least maybe a picture. I gave them a picture because I have it on my phone. All right. of my my policy information, stuff like that. It doesn't tie into anything like that. Don't feel like they're gonna chime into your Progressive or your State Farm, representative or anything like that. No, it's just they just need something on file. Okay. So it's $349. Boom, boom, boom. What I get, okay, my car, $349. Right? They have to have the credit card on file, credit card / debit card. All right. They just request that you have those funds when whatever time you pick up and whatever day it is, they make sure, because it automatically takes it out. All right. Boom, gave them my money, whatever you want to call it. The guy went outside, got the reads on the mileage, got the reads on the gauge. You have to return it. If you return it, guys, you have to return it on the same amount of battery life on what you picked it up. Mine was 40%, so when I drop it off tomorrow, it has to be 40% or more. Okay, I don't think they're going to reimburse you if you show up 60% or whatever you want to call it back. Man, I don't like this angle. It makes it look like I'm having. But anyways, so yeah, gave me the keys. This little box thing right here gave me the keys. All right, and I was good to go out the door. I was psyched. Got my electric car. Gonna make some money now, guys. Right? Gonna get some good VIPs. Gonna get some good runs, whatever you want to call it. Boom! Got stopped at the 1 yard line. Got stopped at the 1 yard line, guys. Man, that's when the headache started. That's where the headaches started, guys. That's where the headaches began. All right. I picked it up late in the afternoon. Okay. Took it home. Got everything set up, right? Whatever you want to call it, back and forth. So I started early Friday morning. All right. Went to the first charger station that's close to my house. Nope. It was full. And I start early in the morning, guys. I start around 4 o'clock. Because, like I say, I always pick someone up that's going to the airport, that's paying very well, very good, to get my start, and then I start doing my runs. Okay. So then, I ran over to the other nearest charging station. Nope. That one's been broken for almost over a year. So the nearest charging station, which is basically my go-to since I've had this car, is in Pasadena. 25 miles, guys. 25 miles I have to go in the morning just to charge my car. All right. Not only that, now I'm limited on who I can pick up. Because, like, say I have an appointment at 4:30 in the morning. Well, I have to leave the house at 3. Or actually even earlier, because I have to take into account on the 30 minutes I have to travel to get my car charged up. Then I have to take account on how long it's going to charge the car. Then I have to take an account on where this person is that I have to go pick them up. Okay. So all that comes into play, guys. All that comes into play. Okay. Right? This car or any other car, they don't recommend you to charge it more over 90%. Because it changes the lifespan of the batteries. Okay, this is dual battery. All right, hauls ass, guys. Hauls ass. It has a torque. I mean, you're in the back seat, and I've told some people, hey, you want to feel the torque on this car? And it's like a roller coaster. They're more amazed about the damn sky roof or whatever you want to call it, and the moon roof or the glass or whatever you want to call it. So they don't. They say to don't charge it more than 90%, because you're really not going to get anything from 90 to 100. Okay, it's going to take longer for you to charge that little 10%, because now you're trying to pull more from the machine for a car that's already basically charged up. Okay, and they also request that you don't charge, or you don't go as under 10%. Okay, so I have to have enough charge in my car to get me home, and in the morning to get me to the charging station. All right. They say that on a full charge, 90%, on a full charge, I should get between 220 and 240. Bullshit. Like that little kid on TikTok. That's bullshit. Bullshit.
What? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
I've been getting, guys, roughly, guys, I've been getting around 150, okay? Because I have to stop my day when I reach 30% lift, because now I have to go hunt down a damn charger, okay? Then I have to sit there for about an hour, okay, which I'm doing now, okay? I'm doing now. So you're talking about 2 hours in the morning and then 2 hours in the afternoon, okay? So, you know, and not only that, guys, you know, I'm limited on who I can pick up because I'm used to doing the long distance, you know, the great paying rides, so to speak. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, bullshit, there's no such thing as great paying rides when you're doing rideshare, okay? There is, guys, there is. There's some out there, okay? There's some white elephants out there that you're going to go ahead and pick up, you know, diamond in the rough or whatever you want to call it, you know, bangers, you know. There's some out there, guys. You know, don't be idiots, okay? There's some that are out there, all right? You know, and if you're still, you know, bashing these apps, you know, get off it. You know, get off the apps. So I have to be limited on where I'm going, okay? Because it's gonna eat my juice up. It's gonna eat up my battery, okay? So now I'm downplaying on where I want to go, who I want to pick up, where it's gonna go. I mean, you know, yeah. So not only do I have to get up early in the morning, I have to cut my day short because now I have to go home and or go charge. All right. Now I know you're probably wondering, hey, well, don't they give you a home charger? I went last Friday. Okay, I stopped by because I was in the area. You know, same place. You know, you have to return it where you got it. Okay. In Baytown, where I live, it's no cakewalk. Okay, it's a good distance. Okay. Went inside, whatever you want to call it, spoke to the guy. Okay, the guy that helped me out the first time was cool as shit. Okay, very helpful. Okay, but the guy that I talked to Friday as well as yesterday, I went inside last week and I was like, hey man, I said, what's the duration, of the battery, how what's the average? He was more like, well, it's supposed to give you this, it's supposed to give you that, back and forth, whatever you want to call it. But I was like, no, I've been getting 140, half of what I'm supposed to be getting, And he's like, well, it's also the way you drive back and forth. I'm like, dude, I don't speed because I don't feel like getting red flag on my app, okay? And I pick up a lot of, 2 miles here, 3 miles there, back and forth, so there's no need for me to speed, okay? He's like, well, it also could be, he was pulling out excuses out his ass, all right? But he also gave me the persona, the attitude to where he didn't want to be bothered with. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, dude. So then I asked him about the charger. Hey, man, I said, well, is there a home charger? Because I understand these cars are supposed to come with home chargers. Yes, it takes a little bit longer when you're at home. A good full charge may take you a full day, okay? And he's like, he goes, sometimes these cars come with chargers and they, we rent them out and they come back with the charger gone. And I'm thinking to myself, well, then you should charge these people, say, hey, you know what? You rented this car with the charger, where it's at. If not, we're going to charge you $300 because these chargers are expensive, okay? But he was like I said, he was acting like he just didn't want to be bothered. So I was like, okay, whatever, man. I wasn't being an ass. I wasn't being a dick. I just told him, okay, whatever, man, whatever. Okay, so I went ahead and just left. Well, then yesterday, because Friday afternoon, no, take it back, Monday morning, I started having glitches on the iPad. Okay, the AC was kicking off by itself, and the screen was like, the screen was doing this number. I'm gonna see if you guys can pick it up. Okay. And I recorded it because you always want to have some kind of proof so you can show them that you're not making shit up. Look, see if you guys can see that. See how it's bouncing back and forth? And then I turn the AC back on. It's glitching. Hold on. Hold on. Is that the first picture? Oh, here it is right here. Okay, it's glitching. All right. The AC turns off by itself. Then it turns on by itself. Then it turns off by itself. Then it turns on by itself. Then it turns off by itself. Then it does all that stuff. I showed him all this. Okay? So he won't think I was making it up. Okay? Then I have to go back in, manually turn it back on, because I don't want my passengers to feel like, hey, man, you know, what's up with your car? And this and that, back and forth, you know. And it turns off by itself again. I was telling him everything. Everything. You know, hey, man, I said, you know, and I walked in, professional. Hey, man, how you doing? Whatever you want to call it, back and forth. I said, I just want to touch base with you guys. I said, hey, has anybody reported issues with the car that I have because the AC keeps on clicking off and on? I have to pay attention to it, because if not, I can be driving, and it starts getting warm in here. Yeah, we have the glass roof, but you know what? It's insulated pretty well, okay? I do give them that, all right? Or the makers of this car, all right? But if I'm not paying attention, I won't feel, or I won't know that the AC kicked off by itself until it starts getting warm in here, all right? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay. And I had already discussed with my wife. You know, I was like, hey, man, I said, you know what? This is not working out, man. I said, because I have to wake up even earlier to go get the car charged. And I have to be limited on where I can go, who I can pick up. You know, I mean, it's not working out, you know. And so I was like, hey, you know what? I said, I'm still going to be renting a car. But you know what? Let me go ahead and just switch over to gas, you know, and see if I can still get either a mid-size or a full-size car. You know, it'll be a little bit cheaper, all right? But if I need gas, I can just go ahead and pull into a regular gas station and get gas, right? She's like, okay, well, whatever you feel comfortable, okay? So then I asked that guy yesterday, okay? I said, you know, and I told him, I said, what's the process, you know, on me switching over to a gas car? Well, I don't have any gas cars right now. I didn't ask you, you know. Let me see, what is that? New episode. I said, I didn't ask you, you know, I mean, this is what I was thinking. I said, I didn't ask you if you had cars. I just asked you, what's the process, you know? And I asked him, I go, well, what's the process? You know, I mean, you know, okay, you don't have any cars. Fine, I get it. He said, but what's the process? You know, I said, because he's like, well, you have to wait for your turn to be up. And he's, what's your last name? He's okay. He goes, yeah. He goes, you would have to wait till Thursday, 2 o'clock, you know, and then get a new car. Okay. I said, okay. I said, well, obviously you don't have any cars here. I don't think you have any cars Thursday. I go, so can I go to other Hertz? He's like, no, you have to bring it back here. I said, okay, no problem. But he was giving me that attitude to where he doesn't want to be messed with. You know, it's like, dude, this is your job. You know, I'm asking you for information that can be helpful for customers. I'm not asking you, you know, for stuff that's going to, you know, irritate you and stuff like that. So, yeah, guys, honestly, man, my hands are tied, you know, on what I can do. I thought I was going to be nice and smooth sailing with a car like this. Don't get me wrong, guys. The car is nice, okay? The car is nice. I get a lot of compliments, okay? I've gotten some, you know, somewhat color, you know, fares, you know, but I have to stop short, okay? I have to stop short, okay? And I don't like doing that, all right? Because here I am sitting. I'm sitting to charge my car. And the crazy thing about this, guys, the crazy thing about that is that the guy that picked me up, obviously Uber driver, he was under the Uber rental agreement also. He had a nice Monte Carlo, okay? And I told him, you know, because he asked me, he's like, hey, man, he's like, you know, and I started talking to him, and I guess he didn't know that I was an Uber driver until I told him, okay? And he was like, man, he's like, he goes, and he said he's been driving for like 5 years, something along that line, you know, and he's had the car for a while, okay? He said he's had like 4 cars through Hertz, all right? He said, honestly, guy, your biggest issue is going to be finding charging stations and sitting there to charge your car, okay? But I'm more the type of person to where, you know what, let me see for myself, all right? Let me take my own ass kicking. And man, I've been taking one day in and day out, okay? Those numbers that I was knocking out, I haven't touched those numbers because now I have to be limited on who I can pick up and where I'm going, all right? This morning, guys, there was a great offer, man. Great offer, paying almost $90, man. Actually, it was paying $90. It was like $89.70, something like that, you know. Lake Jackson to the airport, okay? I'm not that very far from Lake Jackson, okay? And it was coming back towards my area because it was going to the airport, the one that's close to my house. Man, I was like, ugh, you know, in the Yukon, dude, I would have snagged that sucker quick. But nope, because I had to go the opposite direction to go charge and then come back all the way back this way to go pick up this person and take them to the airport. Opportunity out the window. So now I'm limited on, like I said, who I can pick up, especially those airport rides, guys. Especially those airport rides. Because this consumes a lot of, you know, whoever thought that rideshare and electric cars are going to mix, I don't think they did their survey, you know, thoroughly, okay? Because now if this is going to be a regular personal vehicle, then yeah, cool, all right, cool. But as the rideshare, where we're doing a lot of moving around, a lot of stopping, a lot of back and forth, I don't think this is a good partnership. EV with rideshare. You know, I could be wrong. Tesla, Kia, you know, Chevy Volt or whatever, you know, I could be wrong. But this particular car, the one that I have, okay, I don't think it's a great partnership because what I've been getting out of. Because I've been averaging on a full charge. And trust me, guys, I don't haul ass. I don't do all this craziness, whatever you want to call it, back and forth, you know. And I have been averaging around 140, okay? Because I have to take in consideration how much I have left on my battery life to go find a charger to get me. And then by that time, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to get back on the road, drain that sucker back down, and then tomorrow morning, you know, because I have to save enough battery to get me from my house to the charging station, okay? And you're probably wondering, man, well, how much does it take, Anthony, you know, to charge, go from point A to point B? If I have 30%, leaving my house to get to my charging station, all right, I'll probably get there probably with 19%, okay? 19%. Okay, so there I am, 90% to get it up to 90. You're looking at 40 minutes, 45 minutes, okay? Maybe even longer, all right? Rates are different. You know, right now it's peak time because people are coming home. So yeah, these charging companies, yeah, hey, what? You know, let's make some money. It's like price gouging, okay? But yeah. But overall, guys, let me show you guys the car. Let me show you guys the car real quick, okay? Let me show you guys the car. Turn you guys around. It's a little bit dirty, not that much, okay? These are the C charges, guys. There's only 2 of them, and there's 2 back here, okay? All right. Right now, see, Pulsar only recommends to preserve the lifespan of the battery is 90%, okay? All right. It's telling me at 528 that I should be completed, okay? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice, guys. It's a nice vehicle. I get a lot of compliments. All right, you got your huge sky roof. Let me take you guys outside real quick. There's a charging station right there. Like I said, guys, that passenger seat is all the way to the front to give them leg room. And this is, let me go ahead and give you guys an idea. Okay, like I said, I'm 6'1". All right. This is the window. This is the glass window. My knees are touching the back of the seat, okay? But overall, guys, I mean, the car's a nice car, okay? The car's a nice car, okay? All right? I mean, give you guys an angle, okay? Give you guys an angle. Okay, this is the car. All right, Pulsar 2. All right, the glass. I mean, that sucker's huge. All right. Flip you guys back over. But whoever said that EV and rideshare, man, was going to work out, I don't think they really planned it through. because, man, the outcome of this, man, hasn't been really been working out. Okay. And I have these two older couple right now. This older couple is looking at me like this crazy dude's talking to himself. But anyways, guys, yeah. So, but I'm just solely going by this particular vehicle that I have. Okay, maybe I have a lemon. Maybe I have a lemon. Okay. And when I told him about the AC, the guy's like, well, I don't have any cars for you to switch out, whatever you want to. So basically, it's just like tough shit. It's what I got. Okay, that's what I got. Tough shit. Okay, it was an excuse. Tough shit. So, let me see where I'm at on the app, because it's another app you have to download, guys, to get these charging stations. And it's not working out. But yeah, guys, overall, guys, so my plan, guys, is to get up even earlier. That's why I'm charging my car right now. Get up even earlier, work through the morning, and then start heading over around 2 o'clock. Tell them, I said, you know what? I'm turning in my car, whatever, just like you guys suggested. I unparted my first game last night, guys. In years. No, she asked me if I can work Saturday. She wants someone if I can do a tournament Saturday. Nope, sorry, I already have plans this week. But anyways, yeah. So my plan is to take this car tomorrow. All right, you have to return it in the same percentage that you picked it up. Mine was 40. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and time it. Okay, to go up there and say, you know what? Here you go. All right, it's been grand. I like the car, but it's just not working out. And the guy also mused, like, man, he said that is the number one reason why people are turning in their cars, is because the charging stations, they're hard to find charging stations. Okay. And I know some of you guys are like, hey, well, why don't you just, Tesla, why don't you just take it? You need an adapter. And you know what? I'm not paying money to pay for an adapter for a vehicle that I don't know if I'm going to keep, which obviously I'm not. All right. And then go ahead and Uber home tomorrow, reserve a car tomorrow for Friday morning, and hopefully I can get either a Maxima, a Accord, a Monte Carlo for Friday morning and start fresh. Start paying for my petroleum, start paying for the fuel, and then hopefully start picking up, back and forth. So, yeah. So, yeah, man. So the past couple of weeks, man, sorry I haven't done any videos, man. It's been a lot of craziness. The rodeo came and went. My daughter was in town for a couple of days. My son came into town. He had a game today. He'll be home, man. Whew, man. Past couple of days when my son was here, man, we were working on his truck, man. We're working on his truck constantly, and I'll share that with you guys later on. So, man, overall, man, but yeah, tomorrow will mark 2 weeks that I've had this car. So, with that being said, guys, yeah, EV. My experience, guys, and I'm the type of person to where, you know what, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to go ahead and try it out. Okay. I've always said, hey, you have to give it a good whirl. Okay. You just can't go about it just a couple of days. It didn't work for me. You have to give it a good whirl. And to be on my end, 2 weeks was enough to realize, you know what, no. I have to wake up earlier, and I'm limited on who I can pick up and where I'm going, and I have to cut my day short. And I have to make sure I have enough wattage in my car just to get home. Okay. And not only that, this morning I charged up $30. Right now I'm charging up again, probably another $30, if not a little bit more. Hell, that's what I pay right now in gas anyways. The only thing is I had wear and tear on my own personal vehicle. Okay. But yeah, the process is easy, guys. The process is easy. All right. Reserve it through the app. They're going to send you a $40 voucher. You use it to get there, pick up your car. You take your driver's license. You take an insurance card if you're going to opt out. Okay. Now, it does come with the insurance, rider's insurance. All right. That's when you have a passenger with you. When you're on your own, you're on your own. All right. But you also have insurance, your own insurance, which you already do because, you do rideshare. All right. But the process is really easy, guys. The process is really easy. They don't require the deposit. All right. They don't require you to make the minimum before you take out any money. Now they do request that you make 30 rides a week to keep your agreement in good standards. Okay, but when you're only solely doing Uber, hell, you can knock that out in a day and a half. Okay, hell, I almost knocked it out Monday. Okay, because I had like 19 rides Monday. Okay, all I needed was 11 more. All right, right now I'm at 40. I'm at 40 something. Okay, I'm at 40 something. All right, actually almost 50 to be honest with you. I'm at 50. So, but yeah, guys, I mean the car's awesome. I get a lot of compliments. I've only gotten one $20 tip. Okay, or should I say one $5 plus tip, because all the other tips have been like $1 here, $3 there, back and forth. And I'm not trying to sit there and toot my own horn, but when I was doing it in my Yukon, man, I was getting 15, 20. I even got one time I even got $40, as a tip. You guys seen them, all right? But with that being said, guys, I'm at 89%. It's almost going to be complete. Okay, nice talking to you guys. If you guys have any questions, whatever you want to call it, please list them below. But yeah, man, you know what? My time with the EV car with Hertz, it's coming to an end. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to a gas. Okay, I know some of you guys are gonna probably wonder, like, why are you changing over to gas? Well, you know what? Because the convenience of it. Okay, the convenience of it, to where I don't wake up too early, because I'll be able to fill up, or put gas anywhere I want to, as long as the gas prices are fairly priced, and go about that way. So, but I'll also bring you guys along. And you know what? There's a reason why I didn't hook up my dash cam, okay, to this car, because I wanted to make sure I was going to like this car. All right. So with that being said, guys, let me go ahead and check out now. My thing's almost up. It's at 89%. The more it gets close to your ending session, the longer it takes, just a little bit. Okay. Because it's like, say you're at 12, and then you'll get to 13, and then 14, and then 15. But as it gets fully charged, takes a little bit longer to slowly start, ending the session. So, but anyways, guys, it's been fun talking to you guys. I'll let you guys know how that side of the spectrum goes. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, please list them below. This is Anthony driving H-Town, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.